What you're seeing behind me is something you're likely seeing for the very first time, and it's something that we're actually entering into a new segment here at Alliance RV. It's our Delta Solo. And Solo, the aptly named, obviously for single axle segment of our Delta travel trailers. This is our first installment at 19 feet 11, 3,900 pounds dry. Let's take a look at this RB152. Now, although this is a new segment for our Delta travel trailers, most of what I'm going to talk about today, you've already heard it 1,000 times because we do it essentially everywhere else here at Alliance RV. What I mean by that is our build quality, our componentry, and of course, our overall customer service. You're going to get that with this new segment as well. By the way, it does have a warranty for full-time RVing. But let's talk about the floor plan itself here, the RB152. That is the rear bath model, and obviously behind me here is the sofa and the bedroom. But things you're going to notice up front: soft close cabinet doors, and you still have the ability to hang or stack those clothes or whatever you'd like in there. And then moving to the middle of it, you have the kitchen and the dining area. I do want to point out this is a 10 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator, quite large for a unit this size. And then the bathroom still incorporates a 30 by 36 inch shower. Now, here's the nice thing. Although this is a new segment with us here at Alliance RV, everything that we're doing still carries over into our single axle segment. For example, this still has a warranty for full-time RVing, although it's 3,900 pounds and under 20 feet long. Now, RB152, what does that mean? Naturally, it's just bathroom is in the rear. Now, up front, though, is where you're either going to sleep or hang out throughout the day. So this is a 60-inch jackknife sofa here. This Murphy bed folds down to a 60 by 80 queen bed. You still have the carryover from the other Delta features, just like I was saying, with soft close cabinet doors. You have the shelf in there to either hang or stack your clothes, and supplemental storage surrounding the entertainment center up front. Now, in the middle of the coach, what we have is a very good size for a dinette with some storage below. Look at the window, honestly. This is a great size of the window here, surrounded by a 32-inch TV. And just on the other side of that, one of the key things I want to point out is the fact this is a 10 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. We also have a standard solar package to help offset any of that 12-volt power draw. Another key feature to point out is we have the standard countertop extension here. You don't always see things like that on floor plans this small. You also have a microwave, and again, more storage above and below. And rear bath, of course, right on the back section here. One thing I want to point out here is, yes, you have a porcelain soft close toilet, but you also have a 30 by 36 inch shower and some linen storage right next to that sink. So there's a ton to offer here. And again, this thing's not even 20 feet long. A few last minute things here I want to talk about that you're going to find on the inside of all of our Delta Solos, specifically though this RB152. This dinette here, this is very, very key stuff. Normally what you have is just two pedestals or one large one. It gets in the way. It's hard to use every single day, especially when you're trying to use it for a sleeping area. So we actually have a legless style dinette here. That's a perfect carryover from other Delta floor plans out there. Air conditioning. We also have a standard 13.5 BTU air conditioner for a cabin this size. This is ample. Now, I would say the dry camping is going to be quite a large conversation with the Delta Solo segment. So, water tanks, this is key. Most of the sub 20 foot floor plans in the industry today are typically surrounded by 30-gallon water tanks. You have 45 gallons of fresh water in here, which is a huge upgrade and a lot more time on any more extended dry camping trip. And of course, let me remind you about our standard solar package on here. You do have a 200-watt roof-mounted panel that is prepped for an inverter as well. Should you decide to add that, very easily can get done. For lighting, we have a 12-volt flush mount system in here that is also located on a dimmer. That'll sum it up for the inside of the RB152. Let's take a look outside. Let's see what we have going on out there. Now, just because this is a new segment and under 20 feet, 3,900 pounds, doesn't mean that we have to cut features or cut any build process out of this thing. We will talk construction here in a moment, but let's focus on the campsite here and what you actually get as an owner of a Delta Solo. You get a 13-foot awning here. One thing I want to point out is the fact that it covers the entry door. That's a pretty good upgrade. Plus, you also have the MoreRide step above system. That's standard equipment. Now, just like the rest of our Delta floor plans, it would not be complete if we didn't include the three-way switch here for your awning on the campsite. and the oversized pass-through storage here. On a unit this size, this is perfectly ample for all of your camping needs. And you're also going to notice we have the hot and cold water spray ports on our Delta Solos. A few quick points on the front section here. One, you're going to find a standard equipment. This is power tongue jack. And then you have two 20-pound propane tanks. This is a big deal for any dry campers out there. Your batteries are going to be located right up front here as well, and that tray is large enough to handle two of them. Not only are you going to find ample storage up here on the off-door side of the front storage section, you're also where you're going to find the battery disconnect system, the universal tire pressure monitoring prep, and the temperature controls for those 3 outdoor spray ports. Now, the rear wall is a very standard operation for us. It's because this is a feature set that you expect from an Alliance RV. Let's start with the oversized ladder. You guys have come to know and love this thing. It is the right fit. On the bottom, though, I do want to focus on the 2-inch hitch receiver. That's going to be able to house any extra luggage you need to bring with you. Up top, you're going to find that black dot. That's for your universal backup camera prep, and that third location of those 3 outdoor spray ports. So of course, the floor plan makes a lot of sense. It's a great dry weight. It's a great price point for anyone looking for a single axle product, but we have to focus on how well we're actually building these things as well. So I want to point out, this is a composite construction. The floor, all of your laminated walls, those will be made of Asdel composite substrates. The roof, that's covered in the PVC roof membrane. We do all of these things, and by the way, it's a Goodyear standard tire equipment on here. All of those things are included as standard equipment to make sure you get the most out of the money you're spending. Believe it or not, this thing is huge, am I right? Now, let me remind you, it's under 20 feet long, 3,900 pounds dry. This is our debut floor plan, the RB152 of the Delta Solo travel trailers, courtesy of Alliance RV. Now, if you want to find out more information, get a hold of us direct, either comment below or find us on any various social medias at Alliance RV, or head on over to our website at alliancerv.com. Thank you. On the off-door side here, you're going to find all of your home-style mechanical, home-style mechanical. Hold on.